Hey everybody, and welcome back to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we are still on our Anarch kick. We are going to be bringing back my favorite pet card of the recent metas, Apocalypse. Good card, real good one. This time we're going to be playing it in Quetzal, because I think the single barrier breaking ability of Quetzal is really good early, especially against border controls when they're trying to rush out like a early Atlas or an early agenda. It's on a similar plan to what the Spags Alice Apocalypse deck. Triple Stargate is the win condition, though instead of Paperclip, this has Eater and utilizes Mad Dash, so a lower number of Stargate flips can lead to a victory. So other than that, it's just a bunch of really good orange cards piled into a deck. So we are gonna see. Oh, let me close down Steam that wants to auto update a bunch of games. We're gonna see what we can make happen. Hey, not Billy. What's up, Chris? While we're on the subject, there is a handful of people who cosplay Netrunner characters. One that comes to mind for Quetzal is a cosplayer, I believe, who's based out of the UK called San Vi. There's the link. Go ahead and check them out. They did a really great job cosplaying Quetzal at a recent convention. So I'd like to have the APOC in the deck early, but the DDoS is also good, so I think we have to keep this. But yeah, if you go under the Netrunner tag on Instagram, there are some people who have done some Netrunner cosplays over the year. A fair number of people who have cosplayed Jackson Howard, of course, some Kates, at least one Haley Kaplan, couple of Maxes. Really good stuff, really cool stuff. Okay, well, let's draw. Let's get this down. And then I guess we'll just money up, and then next turn we'll drop the Liberated, hit it, get the Earthrise down. We really want to wait until like the turn before we're going to APOC to get the DDoS down so that they don't double stack everything. And ideally we want to wait until, let's draw once. Ideally we want to wait, but I think we'll get the DDoS down. This is they're playing a deck where they want to only have one ice on most of the centrals, right? All right. That's really great. So, Chris, what were you on for the tournament? Ugh, the Wu Revar deck. It's like the black spot from Treasure Island. Honestly, I don't know why I put this same old thing down before the APOC, but I guess I can feed it to independent thinking later. So they know what our game plan is. So So they don't want to push. They're waiting to see what we're doing. Which is interesting, right? Because when people play this way against APOC decks, they set themselves up for a more powerful hand pressure later because they're scared to jam, worried that we already have the APOC ready to go, which is fair, right? Unfortunately, we're just not finding what we need. Let's draw. We're getting things in, if I can be honest, we're getting things in a pretty rough order. But that can happen sometimes. Put a fucking APOC in my hands. Okay. All right. We'll use one DDoS this turn, and then we'll use the other DDoS next turn. Oh, I didn't mean to use both. Alright, so that one card in their hand is a hedge fund. Let's see what they're going to draw into. Another hedge fund. Tarmar, All-Seeing Eye, Sea Source. Pretty good hits. Oh, okay, so there's a concession. Good game. Hey, we were having a rough game, and then they just went ahead and conceded for us. Let's go ahead and play against my friend Simon. Oop. Alright, good luck, have fun. I think we need to throw that. Whew, okay. Well, at least we have nowhere to go but up as far as ice drawing capabilities. So let's put that on HQ. And let's just get money. So this speed glacier that I've been running is just trying to go as fast as humanly possible. This is a archetype that I suggested Simon try, the public terminal as, which is a hybrid of run-based events, which is something that he likes to play, plus credit reduction on things like public terminal, class act, right? Some of the high value. Yeah, we're just going to start jamming, hopefully faster than he can go. Do the SSL first so that if he does get to it, we get a consolation prize in the form of the sports medal money. Oh, let me not pull my hole. Okay, hang on. Gotta get my balder towel down because he's gonna scratch the hell out of me trying to get into my lap. Come here. You can get in my lap. I know you missed me. Alright. Yeah, sure. Now we have all three types. And we're just going to install Advance. Advance. So we don't want that second border control on the remote. We want that on for probably HQ so that we can cancel a whatchamahoo's it? A diversion of funds. Now the neat thing is cider adaptive barrier is real bad for breach. It's 4 credits to break. So I'm probably going to say ice, right? Nice play there from Simon. Next turn, we'll just go right into, assuming we don't lose all of our money, we're just going to go right into jamming the Ikoa. I've been doing really well, Chris, with this like Jam Slam sports medal. It's amazing how only having 7 agendas really slows runners down. Yeah, sure, let's put the surveyor on there. And now, even if by some miracle he doofed us to 0, we'll still drip the money we need for the Ikoa. I think SSL is really the secret sauce that like gave Glacier the ability to be seriously played, because it's a 5-3 that when you lose it, you continue to be tempo forward from that point on. Now, what would be ideal here is soon if he just stole an SSL. That would give us the money that we need to power the Ash Trace and win the game on the next agenda after that. Balder, I gave you the space. Ooh, what's coming through on the public terminal? The laundries. Yeah, makes sense. I like that. So cyber feeders obviously get better with as public terminals. So this deck that they are playing is built strongly around just kind of maximizing as is cost reduction. A really fine strategy. Right, and then trying to turn those reductions into permanent money. I don't like Masterwork. I think Paragon is like the console in Criminal, right? If you're not playing like Forger or something because you need Link. Alright, let's draw once. Let's put this in server 1. Let's put the cider on there. And then we can ditch this violet level. And then next turn we're going to Jam Slam. I got a pour over coffee maker, and man, so good. The coffee's so rich, so dark, fresh grinding the grounds every time. I'm not like an aficionado type person, but I do really enjoy like being able to control how strong the coffee is. What's up, Gullet Crusher? Hey, Pink Warrior, what's up? We're playing some we're doing some wild stuff out here in 2019. So I have this Quetzal APOC deck. It's pretty wild. So I think the lesson from the first game that we played is that you always mulligan for APOC in the opening hand. I mean, Pink Warrior, I mean, we don't have the crowdfunding anymore. We don't have good money. We're not incentivized to break ice. So instead, we avoid ice and only break it once. And it also keeps assets under control without having to put bad cards in your deck. Specifically for one matchup, right? That's the big thing. The big thing is right now, even with the new MWL, assets are still out of control. And like, unless you're an asset controlling identity like Freedom or Val, you don't really have the ability to deal with it without playing APOC or putting a bunch of cards that you don't want in your deck to be able to control them artificially, right? So, desperate times, here we are. I'm just on a never-ending quest. I'm gonna put APOC in everything. It's my sacred task, right? Oh, good. A PE deck came in second at a regional, which is fantastic for the person playing it and terrible for everybody on Jinteki.net. Every time a PE deck does well in a tournament, it just, like, bubbles up. Bubbles up to the surface. Alright, Baller, if you want to go, you can go, but then I'm not going to let you back up in the lap, so you decide what you want to do. You choose your destiny, my dude. So I guess, man, I just really wish there was an easy way to do APOC out of Shaper, but Shapers just don't have the money, right? Like, Anarchs have liberated accounts and DDoS, which is functionally a money card, because it's going to save you probably somewhere between 2 to 7 credits breaking ice on each server, so it's like functionally on the APOC turn, it's probably saving you somewhere between like 10 and 25 credits depending on what kind of build you're up against. Like Anarch just has good money cards that are disposable as opposed to permanent. Okay, this is a keeper. We're gonna keep this one. Good luck, have fun. Like, a lot of people are on these in exchange, these exchange-based Asmaris. So we need to be wary of our money total. Well, that's certainly going to cause a problem. Let's draw. Turn 1 scarcity is going to be a huge problem. I really hope not. But I think it's definitely in a better place than it has been. I guess this is going to be like a personalized portal deck. Turn 1 scarcity. It's a problem, kids. Yeah, we're just gonna like run out of juice, right? Before we can get afford to get our cards down. I think we just need to start clicking for credits and seeing what their Agroplex draws us. Okay, well, I'm more or less done with this. So let's go ahead and start poking around. Let's hit archives. And then let's put all that in the bin. I don't think we're going to be able to land 3 APOCs, so I'll ditch the second APOC. We'll try to 1-ton next turn. Alright, let's figure out what our lines are from here. I guess our biggest line is we need to find one of the other copies of Stargate. See what's in archives. Yeah, we really need a Stargate. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, let's run R&D, see what the top card is, make sure that they're not going to just draw into it. Alright, they must have it. Oh, this is close. We're gonna wanton again next turn because they're probably gonna draw here to try to get what they need to close. Taking a big risk here. See if it works out for me. Because at any point, they can draw into a Beal and end this game. I'm hoping that they'll overdraw into it. Whew. I think Shaper does have legs, if you're doing like a drip lock build, Pink Warrior. That's not ideal. Don't know if we really have an out now. Please be a Beal. Oh my gosh. So many bugs. Oddly enough, we are still in this. No, just a Chris. We're doing apocalypse-based Quetzal. Let's gain 3, expose 1 ice, make a run on archives. Let's gain 3, expose 1 ice, make a run on HQ. And I guess we just gotta hope against hope that the game's not over. Doesn't look like it is, but we're certainly getting close, because there's another Beal floating around there somewhere. That's gonna be it. Close game. So, I don't know. There's definitely some power here. I don't know how you feel about the Breaker Suite. We have the Mad Dashes, which I think are really cool. But, like, is Paperclip just, like, better and more flexible? Maybe? If we made this more like the other Anarch APOC decks. We can do one of those. And then we suddenly have more influence. So we can get like more career fairs in type of deal. Could get like a clone ship in. It's hard out here. Probably get away with one day job. Let's try that. We're 1-1 so far. Let's see what we can make happen. Originally, I was thinking about putting this in Edward Kim, but I think Quetzal's ability leans into the ability more. Could be wrong. I think our draw is pretty good. More people are here now, so I'm going to reiterate. Check out this cosplayer, San Vi, who cosplays Quetzal. If you go onto the Netrunner cosplay or just Netrunner tag on Instagram, there's a fair number of people who have cosplayed Netrunner characters recently and in the past. There's some Maxes, some Jackson Howards, of course, and other characters like Kate and Ken and stuff like that. It's really cool. Check it out. So I think one of the biggest things when you're doing an APOC deck is you have to think about how are you best leveraging the period of time when the corp is weak after the apocalypse lands, right? So like our emphasis is Stargate and Wanton. But like you could do other stuff that would also leverage it. Like in Criminal, when I played 419, you had the crowdfundings, you have embezzle, diversion of funds, legwork. You have all these things that capitalize off of a weak centrals after an APOC. I think this has got to be one of the best cards in Anarch right now. Being able to just, like, not just look at, but trash 3 cards out of the Corpse HQ. Very good. And with Amped Up, you can even combo with it for, like, a full hand clear. Which can be pretty impactful, especially against things like Glacier, who tend to be holding on to a couple agendas at all times. Does this deck not have Sure Gamble in it? Did I build a deck that does not have Sure Gamble in it? Sure seems that way. Yeah, that happened. That's wild. I didn't even notice. Man. That's hard. Alright, screw it. I would love if we could find an opponent. That would be pretty cool. What else are people working on in this new 3-3 meta that we're living in? Also, sometimes people from like the UK meta like my tweets at like 6:30 p.m. or like 8 p.m. my time, which is like 2 in the morning for them. And to all of you lovely people in the United Kingdom, thank you for the support, but you should probably get some sleep. Alright, we're gonna make it happen. Alright. Oh yeah, also, I think I still got, I think I still got this thing. This seems good. We'll keep this. Good luck, have fun. No, that's not what I wanted. Alright. I think we landed one APOC last game. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Actually, we'll mulligan that. Let's be greedy. That's really cool, Pink Warrior. Is it like the Pittsburgh deck? Though it pains me to do this, we're gonna ditch an I've had worse. We'll keep the other two for protection. Alright, let's draw a card. Let's draw again. Let's get rid of the hard-hitting news, actually, and just remember that Oaktown is the next card down. Alright. Like it never happened. And that's 2 hard-hitting newses accounted for. So there's the Oaktown. They can have that, I guess. Put the MK in the bin. This is what we want, actually. We want our opponent kind of all in on the remote, because that makes the APOC later a lot better, right? So, things are, again, proceeding much slower than we would like. I don't know. This is just not feeling as smooth as other APOC builds that I've done. It really feels like our hand is really getting clogged up with a lot of stuff we can't play right away. I don't know if that's me. Maybe we do need the gambles. Yeah. See what's in archives. $15 cards left. Have yet to see a copy of Apocalypse in a 45 card deck. An identity that I specifically switched to increase the likelihood of us landing Apocalypse. Yeah, but then we don't have money for tools and stuff then, right? Yeah, I don't think you can really. If you're playing Nat APOC, you're playing it for the speed at which you can land the APOC. You're not playing it for the. Yeah, I was gone for a while, Tom. I didn't stream all last week. Been digging heavily into my job hunt, trying to really close the gap and find some fresh work. I have some leads, but I just am starting to get into the crunch time where I really need to find a new permanent position. Now, in the write-up, Spags had mentioned that one of the reasons to be Alice is because people overcommit ice to archives. I think one of the other big things is with 50 cards, you also have access to Hacktivist. My only other thing that I'm really working on right now is I'm working on a reg val, and I'm basically trying to find room for like maybe one hijacked router in this. Somebody messaged me. Alright. I don't know what we're doing with our lives. There's one high profile target in the bin. So we might be able to hit the kill package, and then the game pretty dramatically changes if we can help with that. Alright. And we didn't see an APOC the entire game. Wild. Alright, we're going to try to sweep the leg. That'll yield 5 card. Wanton. We're so dead. The degree to which we're dead is so high. One agenda. One whole measly agenda is all that was in there. All right. I'm not feeling great about it. So what is our solution? Where does the strength? What's DreamNet? What's DreamNet? While we're talking about this, let's rebuild the Atlas deck. There's no 17 influence shaper, right? I'm thinking probably Jasminder or Lat is probably the best. DDoS, Aesops. We need stuff that's cheap. Maybe pirate tools. So probably Jabali. However you spell it. Just because, like, that just lets us cheat our way in. Kongamotos. Now we're doing APOC Shaper. Man, we are not going to have jack for influence in this deck. Palangi is going to need to be in there. Ica. Probably cut a DDoS to get the piece in our times that I don't want to play, but we probably desperately need. Gosh. I guess Lady is the answer? Like, are we just gonna try to, like, jam slam with ladies, basically? And then ciphers. Clone ship. Boy, do we ever need more money. Sure gamble. Dirty laundry. We're gonna want Maker's Eyes. See, I think one of the biggest issues that we're gonna have trying to make this work is that like we don't have anything to follow it with, right? That's going to be, like, our biggest stumbling block, right? Is, like, we don't have, like, nothing that we're doing, like, matters afterwards. We'd have to splash, basically, every single card that actually does anything. It's tough. It's hard on here. I mean, this is a deck. I don't know how good of a deck it is. Let me, 3, 6, 9, 12 money cards. Let's give it a ring. Let's see how it goes.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Nice, San. Thank you. Thank you very much for the sub. Any support of the channel, greatly appreciated. Or I'm just out here trying to put Apocalypse in every deck, you know? So Geist lost Levy, which is not great. Is there an APOC deck now viable out of Geist? Because he's only going to be doing one pass. Probably not. Okay, this seems good. Alright, let's Dirty Laundry. Seems great. It's Dirty Laundry. Seems great. Let's just run. And then let's draw. As long as we don't get blown up, we should be fine. Let's hit HQ. Let's see what's there. Yeah, fire it. Now, one fringe benefit that you're basically always going to have as Shaper, which is crazy because some of the best early APOC decks were Kate decks, is that literally no one is going to expect that you're playing APOC out of Shaper. Jeez. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and eat this guy's stuff into the bin. Yeah, big yikes energy. But this hasn't been the APOC doing this. This has just been us getting very, very lucky. I wonder what this is. Alright, I think we're ready to go next turn. Assuming we can draw into an APOC soon. Oh, no, undo that. Oh, this is going to be so good if they commit more ice to that. Remote. Let's go HQ first. Trash that. Let's go R&D next. All right. And then we shall yeet your deck into the abyss. Oh, right, we landed 2 more APOCs. All right, we had 5 clicks. Maker's Eye, I guess. Good game. I do not know if that was a good... Like that, their deck gave them up less than we won that, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the, don't think that there's anybody else that really, like, you can say, like, this is a good reason to be APOC this. %100 win rate on JNet, confirmed, incredible deck. Yeah, I gotta retire it now while it's still at 100%, right? Alright, so let's also just talk about Quetzal, because I've been kind of more interested in Quetzal as an idea lately. If we're not doing APOC, is there a viable deck that leverages Quetzal? I mean, I guess you could do like a lamb deck, right? Like a lamb surfer deck. But I don't know if you have like the stuff to back it up afterwards, unless you go hard on knifed. But then you don't really have like a ton of recursion, right? And basically everything else has to be money, kind of. Oh, we landed. Did we land another one? I don't know. But yeah. Looks a little sparse right now. Let's go into the laboratory. Let's talk about my on again. Give me a second. My overlay just did something weird. All right. Out here. Well, so we could do Palangi. If we do Palangi, then the deck is going to get significantly less consistent. The other thing to think about is I think Palangi is 3, right? Lamb is 2 and also a breaker, right? So if we did 3 of those, 3 knifed, let's just go ahead and dump a ton of money into this deck. Liberated, daily casts, sure gambles, of course, Stim Hack X3, just, you know, just dump it in there. I've had worse. Inject. Probably clone chip. X2. Turning wheel. X2. Hacktivist meeting. Blorky. MK. Surfer X2. Hippo. Do we want to... I mean, we could do that. That's a deck, right? Like, nobody would say that's not a deck. We don't have a console, which is a little worrying. We could maybe go down to 2 hacktivists or no hacktivists since we have career fairs to get turntable in there. Probably the 3rd surfer. That is certainly a deck. So, yeah, you could have a cookout with it. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I'd like a Stargate too, but like, we don't have money. We don't have MU. I'd also like Rizekis. Like, I'd like to have Drip. It's tough. Cousin, let's look at hardware. So our biggest issue is that all of the consoles in Anarch that are remotely usable only have 1 memory. Maw is the only native Anarch console that isn't meme strips that provides more memory. And both mean strips and knob have the qualifier that they have to be used on viruses, which we are not playing. So really our only viable option is turntable. We want to use all of our cards. I don't think we have a strong case for patchwork, right? There's like a legit like giant fly flying around down here back and forth across the camera. I don't know how they're getting in. Maybe just 2 same old things for the knifed. And then take it from there. Oh, right, we still have influence. We'll put a same old thing in there. Probably just another clone ship, because we have to make sure we fire this combo. Boxy feels so bad though. Like that just feels like terrible, right? We probably want 3 surfers, so we can probably go down to 2 stem hacks just based on what we're doing here. Or no, we'll keep 3 stem hacks. We've gotten knifed, so we'll go down to 2 hippo since people are gonna be wise to our garbage. No, that leans in too heavily with our plan. Probably no same old thing. Alright, so we basically started with nothing that we want, so we're going to mulligan that. Good luck, have fun. Hide that for now. Start drawing some cards. And then we'll do one of these, get Blorky into the bin. Start moving along. Yeah, we're just setting up our drip engine. Getting ready for our late game, right? I think this is a Nisei. Alright, that's a very good opening steal for us. Alright, and we are live with our full engine. Is that going to be another improved protein source? Cute. Oh wait, does what? Okay, we gotta undo that then. And we gotta get rid of the hippos then. The hippos don't lead into our plan at all. No, don't undo turn. Clone chips feel bad, like really super bad, though there's some games where we might need them. Yeah, this hippo's absolute trash, right? Good game. Yeah, so the hippos are trash. We're gonna get rid of those. We can probably afford like 2 pieces in our times. 2 same old things. Good game. I gotta remember to actually like use Quetzal's ability, which I kept forgetting. All right. This seems great. We'll keep this. Alright, well, let's just get some money. Money is life in this game of Netrunner. Let's draw. Here, we're just going to have some setup turns, right? And set up a nice lock. We're out here making money, getting cash money.